Good day, fellow greasers. Coming here. Welcome back to Langrisser M 6.0. So on this part 1 of the video, we'll be picking out one of the hero or heroine that is being released for the month of October 2023 in the CN server, and we'll be going through the demo play. So the following videos, the sections as follow will be: first choose the hero or heroine that we want to do a demo play, then we'll go through the faction, class, a quick go through of the talent, and screen through of all the skills that they will be having, then followed by the soldiers unit, then followed by look through of the skins, then to the demo play, then towards the end we'll be going through about the discussion about the equipment and the enchantment. So are you guys ready? Let's get started. So let's see who is gonna be the lucky fellow. Is it Ashians or Hoofman? So alright, we have our pick. It will be the heroine, Ashian or Eshean. Yeah, I did some like Google translations, and the result is just kind of hilarious. So let me hear you again. So it's pronounced as E시an in Japanese, so it's still going with the E, not the A, but I'm not sure how things will turn out in the global versions. Yep, because they tend to like to do some changes. So right, enough said. So as you can see, she belongs to the 3 factions: Glory of Light, Princess, and Meteor. And surprisingly, she has S for her HP and attack. And as a flyer unit, she has grade A defense and skills, though magic defense is B. Then alright, let's check out the type of classes she has. So one is swordsman, so this is the one that's default, the one that's wearing the least, and her weapon of choice happens to look like a rapier. So we shall usually is a lighter weapon for both men and women, and they need high skills training, because as you can see, the weapon is kind of small. It's not like those claymore and stuff. It won't deal a very big heavy damage, so a person has to be trained to the extreme to master the use of rapier, so they can easily cut off the vital points of the enemies and make sure they die. Yep. This is just something I've gained that from watching shows, so I can't be sure how 100% right or wrong am I. So I'm gonna suppose that infantry class is gonna pose more attack and HP because they only have 2 points, while the Pegasus class give an average of attack, HP, and defense because it gives 3 stats, while infantry only 2. And the main advantages is that she can fly. So right, let's quick go through on her talent, Kingdom's Glory. So increase attack and defense by 25%. At the start of the turn, if you have the layer of brilliance counter have not hit its max limit, you obtain 1 brilliance counter. So the brilliance counter gives you the following effect: increased damage deal by 10%, can be stacked up to maximum 3 layer, and that means maximum of 30%, cannot be dispelled. At the start of a turn, if you have your brilliance counter limit reaches max, remove all brilliance counter, and all skills CD you have will be reduced by 5. At the end of a turn, you can cast or unleash 1 ruling skills or ruling ability. So I'm not gonna just give you guys a summary. So the first one is that you can recover 30% of HP. The other one is increase attack and intelligence by 20%. Then the third one is give your target ally to act again. So the details here are not written as more details. The talent effect is not written as details as the one that I've posted on my previous video. So if you guys want to get more understanding, please check out my previous videos. And remember to like and subscribe if it helps. Thank you. So this is all the skills she possesses. So whoa, she has S slash. So definitely one of the important characters in the story. I do notice there are a lot of characters who have like S slash tend to play like a heavier or stronger role in that version or arc of a story. And exclusive skill 1, and she have Sun Slash 2, so she have HP recovery. Oh geez, she even have Sword Soul, gosh. So she's an inbuilt character with support ability. However, the skill set she has are offensive, and looking at her stats, she is crazy. And 607, that's like the usual Leon stats. That's I'm gonna go with above average. Then this is the soldier units she has and can be able to bring around. However, she is best based on what has happened recently in the cosplay, the Apex scene, apologies, Apex scene in S16. Star Neon Pegasus is the one that is being used frequently because of its toughness and strength, because the soldiers has abilities to increase X percentage of attack, defense, magic defense, and if before attack your movement is 3 or more, the damage you do will increase by an X percentage. So the requirement is fairly easy. It's definitely better than the previous unit. There's one that is called the dragon, the flying dragon lady. It depends on increment. Is depend of each blocks of movement you make. So this is just very straightforward. As long as you move 3 or more, you'll receive all the benefits. So yeah, pretty cool. Then let's check out her 3C animations. And do you know that she's a loli, so don't expect too much from the jiggle physics, though I'm still kind of baffled. She's obviously wearing a metallico chest mill or chest plate, right? And yet you guys check it out again. You can see the chest plate is jiggling. That's like weird. Okay, then we will check out character stats. So she's 148 and 36 kg. Holy right then, and 68, 53, 69. Okay, for the 14-year-old, is she having like, oh gosh, apologies. She having like the same stats as Licorice, or is she having a better stats than Licorice? Okay, let's have a quick check. Okay, okay, Licorice. Yeah, so it's weird she's lighter than Licorice, but Licorice is taller than her. And stats wise, Licorice is 6'5", 5'2", 6'8", 6'5", 5'2", 6'8". Okay, she win everything by Licorice, and even in terms of weight, she is slimmer. That is fairly weird. Yep. Okay, so let's hear her sound pack, how she sounds like when you summon her.
王国のために全てを捧げよ。
When she changed her class.
少し背が伸びたかな。
Okay, something we can learn in everyday life. There's not some chuny bill stuff. Let's hear it again.
少し背が伸びたかな。
Sukoshi sega nobita no na. It means did I grow seems to have grown a bit in height. Just ignore the front part about there's just seems to have grown a little.
少し背が伸びたかな。
Though in this part I do not due to my limitations of Japanese, I'm not sure if this particular meaning is only restricted to height or can be referred to other stats. So don't be itchy, guys, because she's 14 years old. Yep, she's a lolly. Lolly, 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 come me. So right now, how she sounds like when she releases her skills.
見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。
Okay, she's saying something similar to what lolly Jessica said, but let's not learn that. You won't be using or needing it in everyday life.
見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。
Okay, when you choose her in battle.
選べ、さもなくば引け。
When she's unable to battle.
ダメ、セブリークはここで終わるわけには。
Daily Conversations 1.
セブリークの王女はもっと優しく明るくあるべきなのか。確かにそうかもしれない。だが今お前の眼前に立つのは死をも恐れぬ一人の戦士だ。
Happy Conversations.
好きなことは天馬に乗ることだろうか。青空を背に黄金の大地を見下ろす心地よさ。あっ、今見たことは全て忘れよ。よいな。
When she is angry. Sorry.
おつぐすぐセブリークが受けた痛みの全て必ずやその地であがなってもらう。
When she is sad.
神は世界を創造し世界を愛する。物心ついた時から全てのセブリークの人々はそう教えられてきた。しかし戦争は日に日に激しくなっている。女神の輝きはどこにあるというのだ。
So apparently in the face of all this war and disasters and mishap befalling her kingdom, she starts to question about her faith and goddess because right now based on what she says that the goddess, where is the goddess when all this disaster befall them and their people. So okay, interactions.
比類なき黄金の輝き。そうか。過去の強がりは知らず知らずのうちに本当に欲しかった力に変わっていたのか。うん。とても嬉しいな。
Irritated. Irritation 1 or irritated feelings 1.
愚かな行為をした報いだ。この暴君め。
And special interactions.
勇敢なものよ。セブリークはそなたの助力を忘れない。
And alright, that's it. So we'll be checking out, well, pressing on the characters and see what else she'll say. Then, yeah, I do notice, aside from her coat on her skirt, there seems to be a pair of wings. The design is kind of weird, but very flamboyant. I'm not talking about the one that is golden in color. I'm talking about the one hiding behind, the one in white. So it's a very nice design. It'll be very great to see people cosplaying that. That's going to be like very artistic look and look very nice. So alright, let's check out how she reacts when you press the screen.
二人きりの時に私を殿下と呼ぶ必要はない。そなたは私が認める戦士であり大切な友人なのだから。セブリークの王女はもっと優しく明るくある。セブリークの王女は もっと優しく。
So, okay, that's not much because she's a Yojo, and that means let her go. And let's check out her chibi characters. Okay, that's how she looks like when she's done. Oh my god, the rapier is damn long. It's like, apparently the sword pokes off her frame. Oh, that's cool. Okay, when she's charging or casting her skills. So she has like a gauntlet on the left or right that has like kind of like reminds me of Final Fantasy materia when Tifa equipped the material on the left or right arms and then that light shines. Oh, that looks amazing, especially looking at, if you guys can notice, the small aura actually looks like very nice flaming wings. That's very artistic. Okay, when she's running. So apparently we cannot see her in the Pegasus mode. Apparently that's the only options. Okay, this is how she looks like when she's trained. And I kid you not, guys, a heck of like skins that has been heavily because the CN players are much more open and well they are like they're not too into the small details, but apparently those pro players comment that she's apparently a small lowly, and weird enough the skin that they gave her echo of like skin design. It is these. Oh my god, what are you guys doing? Letting small little kids wearing such weird clothes. Okay, but nonetheless, these are the different classes, and of course I will not be commenting too much. So this is how she looks like in the default, and I gotta say Zilong got to be a bit more creative. This has been like the third or fourth characters who have been using the trident. I'm gonna name it as trident candle as weapon. The first is Emilia, the elder sister of Landis, then followed by the Echo of Light skin for Rosalia, who is also using candle. Then afterwards there has been another characters which I can't really remember, and this is apparently the fourth or maybe the fifth. I'm not sure what's with the fetish of candlesticks with Zilong, but I was hoping they can switch around with something else. I mean, she can use the macaron on that on the macaron on the table and stuff as weapon. That's gonna be like looks nicer, more creative. Sorry, this is how she looks like when she's gonna stab you with the candlesticks that is being light on fire. However, funny enough, this time around they pay much more attention to physics. That trusting at such a high speed, the flames on the candle apparently died out. Okay, when she's charging the skills, when she's running, and when she releases the skills, the flame burn bright. Okay, let's okay when she die in battle. So alright, the usual stuff. Okay, this time we can check out the flying unit. So okay, I'm not sure if this is a sparrow or a hawk, but yep, this bird details is done nice. Okay, when she's being stunned. Okay, let's see how they look like when she die in battle. Oh, okay, this is nice. Not only did she fall, the candlesticks falls too, and also the hawk. Oh, this is very nice with all the details. Okay, let's see how she sounds like in her Echo of Light skins.
セブリークの王女はもっと優しく明るくあるべきなのか。二人きりの時に 私を殿下、父と兄を失い、戦火が燃えさ、父と兄を失い、戦火が燃え盛ろう。ポニーテールは可愛いな。私は見た目を褒められるより武勇を認められた方が嬉しいぞ。
Ara. So she's a ponytail fetish freak. Okay, but in a nice way. Yep, she is a ponytail lover. That's why she's doing it in a single ponytail. Okay, but
神は世界を創造し、世界二人きりの時に。
So I do notice they kind of increase her stats in this type of like skins, but when you click on characters, the motion is kept to the minimum. But let's not pay too much into this small details. And oh, last but not least, before we start with demo play, so for research purpose, drawing or cosplay purpose, this is her character's full design. And I might have to apologize. I'm looking at the handle of the weapon right now. I can't be sure if it's still a rapier, but the blade itself looks like the design of a rapier. However, the handle is that of a sword. Because my understanding is that for rapier, the handle is not. Most of the time, might not be this way. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks more like those fencers' blade because to make it easier to carry around. But then again, this is a fantasy world, so let's leave it be.
戦火が燃え盛ろうと、私は決してセブリークの人々を見捨てて逃げ出したりはしない。
And not to mention that
ただ、指導者としての務めは思っていたよりはるかに過酷なものだった。
The design of weapon is nice. Yep. And this is how she looks like with her long hair and with a cape, a costume, her boots, her gauntlet, and the one on the left of her arm, it's the power crest, a material or semblance. All these forms taken from other animes or games. So, yep. Nonetheless, the art is very nice. It would be great to see someone able to do the cosplay costume. Okay, this is how it looks like in
神は世界を創
vertical.
造し、世界を愛する。物心ついた時から、すべてのセブリークの人々はそう教えられてきた。しかし、戦争は日に日に激しくなっている。
So, alright, that's it. We will start going through on her demo play to showcase the OPness of her characters because she is definitely in a tier T1 to 0 in the S16 Apex, and most players who use her or manage to grab her before she got banned during the Apex played off, they win, and yep, they basically have a high chance of estimated, based on my point of view, a higher chance of 7 to 80% of win rate once you get to first pick her, or at least you get to pick her in your box. Okay. So let's see if this demo play will be able to let us see her full potential. So yep, we have an ally with her. That is pretty cool. So let's see what do we have. So apparently we have a 3C. So just quick one. Destiny of the Glory Return. So you have both passive and active. So if you die when you have Brilliance, and you remove and reduce all CD by 5 and recover 30% of her HP. So she has a Resurrect and attack a normal enemy, deal 1.3 times damage. If you have one layer of Brilliance, increase your skill of every brilliance you have, increase your damage deal by 15%. If you have 2 or more, you will cause enemy to be stunned before battle, cannot be dispelled. If you manage to destroy enemy, remove all brilliance, and reduce all skill CD by 5, and you can move 5 blocks again. So okay, the rest of the skill I'm gonna go through again. So if you're interested, please go through all my previous video. So okay, we're gonna start off with one. Oops, sorry, we only get one. We do not have the exclusive skill 2. That will allow us to strengthen our talent ability. So right now I'm gonna use this and move back. So guys, the stats you manage to see right now, well, we call it the seller show. This is not easily achievable unless you manage to max all your enchantment and probably casting. So right, I'm gonna increase my own stats, my offensive stats. Then I'm gonna cast Egg again. So right, one of the ability will only one of the ability that will you cast is the one healing HP. It will remove 1 counter of brilliance, the rest will increase. So, okay, gonna show you guys how I spam the 3C because there is no CD to it. That is too damn OP. So now I'm gonna retreat again. Then this time I'm gonna cast Speed Galore. Okay, I'm gonna gain 1 layer of brilliance and let my mage act again, so I'm gonna speed up to reduce his cooldown and to heal myself at the same time. So as you can see, this is just too, oh my god, this is just too great. So okay, I'm going to show you guys this act again skill. So if I have 2 or more brilliance, I can move 4 instead of 3. Is an act again skills, and for each layer I had, I will gain a random buff. So right now you can check. I only have 1 buff, so now I'm gonna cast act again. So you can see I can move 3. I can move 4 steps, and okay, random buff, extra random buff. Damage do increase by 20% and damage taken reduced by 20%. This is just too OP. And when I have 2 or more brilliance, the enemies will be stunned and they can't do anything about it. Okay, so the idea is to win in 3 turns. So I'm gonna give myself, I don't need to heal, so I'm gonna strengthen myself, gain 1 brilliance, and okay, next time I'm gonna cast double egg again, so this is pretty cool. Oh my god, oh yeah, well, so as you can see, this is why I say this is too OP. You see, this skill has a CD of 4, but it has a great synergy with the 3C. If I manage to kill the enemy with the 3C, all the CD will be reset and I can cast egg again. So right, now let's see what other buff I can gain. So I have damage reduction, so let us cast again. Holy Pegasus.
燦然と輝く小次の作戦指揮を許可する
Okay, so now more or less we can be quite confirmed this is the buff that you will be getting. Damage increased by 20% and you also have a self attack and intelligence buff. And the great thing is that she do not really need like a faction buff, with all due respect. You can tell that she can self buff herself, so things will just work out for her.
選べさもなくば引け
So as you can see, I've lose some of my buff and now I'm gonna do act
見
again.
よ燦然と輝く小次の作戦指揮を許可する
And okay, there's one mistake because I only have one counter of brilliance. I am not able to move 3 blocks. So okay, this is pretty bad.
次の作戦指揮を許可する
How embarrassing, but okay, I'm gonna do it again later on. So I'm gonna act again. So move 3 and my soldier's unit will do extra damage too. So that's it. As you can see, she is definitely one of the most flexible character released thus far. She can support allies, she can self-support herself. She can self-sustain and she can travel far. She can move 5 plus 4, which is 9, and then an attack, which is 10. And if she successfully kills the enemy, she can move 5 blocks again and back to your tanker to defend her, and she can advance on again on the next turn. And not to mention that if you have 2 or more brilliance charge before battle, enemy will be stunned. So okay, this time we're gonna do a good one. So this time I'm gonna like normal attack first. I'm gonna retreat. So I'm gonna self-buff myself. And you're gonna act again on me. So we gotta check, I only have 1 brilliant. This means I can only move 3 blocks. So and only gain 1 additional buff. Oh, I can even gain immunity. So as you can see, this is very great. And the immunity provides defense, magic defense reduction, and unable to heal. So much potential in terms. So as you can see, this is too crazy. So this kind of also spoiled the game in all due respect. You can make a character strong, but having too much abilities really may spoil the game. So this might, how do we say it, reduce creativity in the game. So a lot of players will just like stick back to the same combo and again and again, and you might be seeing all copycats box, all meta copycats box. So it might not be something new. It's just kind of like bring me back on how Yu-Gi-Oh is like once it's reached a certain point. So right now I'm gonna have 2 brilliance and I can walk 2, gain 2 buff and walk 4. So let's see what it gives me this time around. Okay, the most basic I noticed is attack increment and damage increment of 20% and damage reduction, and this is very sick because her talents provide a max. So we go for more generic is most of the time you'll be gaining 2, so is the maximum is 30%. However, at an average of 20%, plus 20% of this buff, you'll be dealing 40%. Then with a 3C, for each brilliance you have, you're gonna increase your damage deal by 15%. So another 30%. In a more generic, it will be 20 plus 20, 40 plus another 30. That is like 90% increment of damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just too sick. Almost none of the enemies will be able to survive her attack. And true to what I say, apparently in the Apex, she's easily happens to one-shot a lot of tank heroes. And even you can see this right now, the Star Neon Pegasus we are given is apparently not at the max stats. The max stats given is increased attack, defense and magic defense by 25%. And so same goes for the enemy, but as you can see, the enemy stats are not too shabby too. So she's definitely a must ban in Apex, so this time I'm not going to commit a mistake. We only have one brilliance, and we'll go for the attack. And because of the demo play, the enemies are much more fairly weaker. You'll notice that we can easily one-shot them, and the main concern is that we do not have to heal ourselves. However, she has ability to self-heal, so which is once again prove that she's very strong. So I guess that's it for demo play, because she's just so straightforward and easy to know and understand. Everyone who just within a few tries, you can easily understand how her gimmicks works, how her talent and trick works. She can be both a support and attacker, and she's definitely a tier 1 to 0 in both PvP and PvE. So I do not have enough tickets to summon her, because I'm trying to save my tickets for both the collaborations and also for the coming banner next month. And also I'm more of a PvE guy. But nonetheless, just to share with you guys the equipment that you can go for. This is a currently meta equipment players are using. I'm going to use Toa for example. So the items you'll be using is Ragnarok, because why not? You want to reduce your enemy's HP as much as you can before the attack, and also to break their last rite. If there are enemies, heroes that can wear items like last rite, you make sure they are not at full health, so you can do the most damage to them. Then last rite for yourself, cause to increase survivability. Then you have this King's Crown to keep better support your allies, giving them additional damage. However, there are still some a handful of players who will use Flowerhead to self-heal herself, then so that she can use her talent to heal either her allies, or to trying to keep her HP as high as possible. And there are also this helmet items to make enemies to not be able to heal, though this is very the least choice of all. The most choice of all will be the King's Crown, because it provides HP and magic defense, and also able to well, support your allies. Then last but not least, the accessories that has been the most famous of all is Bracer, due to the fact that she does not lack damage and attack power. As you can see during the demo play just now, she can self-buff herself. The minimum she can provide for herself is 20%. The max she can go is 30% in offensive stats. Then magic defense 30% and the rest is 20%. And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, please check out my previous video regarding the skills. So this definitely increases survivability, especially against the current meta, one of the meta heroes, which is SP Bernhard, that will do additional follow of fixed damage. So this will definitely ensure her survival because of a 3C. If you have Brilliance counter, when you die you'll be resurrected with 30% of your HP, and if you do not have Bracer while being attacked by characters like Bernhard or other heroes that will do additional fixed damage follow-ups, that is very dangerous for her. However, having Bracer definitely increase the survivability, and not to mention that she's one, immune to fixed damage and immune to not able to use her active skills, and her talent is considered active skills casting, and this is very important for her. So currently this is the most meta build, but if you're interested you can use other stuff like this bloodthirsty nails, or if you're for PvE wise you can use Qzilla to make her more of a support character, though this is not highly recommended. But for doing quests like PvE, especially challenge stage, you can switch on to this because her 3C in challenge stage are kind of useless because she will not be able to stun enemies. So instead, Qzilla, you can use the buffing ability to increase the turns you can buff your allies, though this is strongly for PvE. For PvP you can also go for this Prison's Gear to fight against characters like SP Leon and Andrea. However, other than that, most of the time this is the best build. As for enchantment wise, the standard usual suppression style will be giving her Breeze, because why not? You become 7+4, because most of the time you might not attack on turn 1. However, the best benefit is under PvP you go second, because you can have more free potentials to adjust whether you want to act again or allocate your team's positions in case you need to readjust their positions. You need them to act again to go for the move in the following turns or any follow-ups. Then so Breeze, then you can either go for Breeze or Full Moon, because she has self-heal. You can constantly keep herself at high HP, and that means higher stats. And there's a small minimum of players who might go for Meteor because you're trying to boost up your damage to go as high as possible, trying to stack. I'm not sure if there is a cap limit in Langrisser. I heard there is no cap limit thus far, so there's a chance that you can stack to almost 100% based on what we have seen just now. With Meteor you get additional 20%, so even under generic and not at max cap limit you can easily achieve 90 plus 20%. There's going to be like 110% increment of damage. The rest is you just need to increase her attack power. That's it. Then as for the rest of the enchantment, you do not really need that. So according to meta and popularity, first is Breeze, second is Full Moon, and third is Meteor. And that depends on how you want to go and play. She do not need clock because of her skills, talent, and effects ability. So yeah, she's chill to skip clock. Okay, so we have come to the end. So next part of the video will be featuring Hoffman. And what do you guys think about Eshean? In my opinion, she's just too OP, but what did you guys think? Leave it down in the comment sections below. See you guys, this is Kami. And if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. See you guys and goodbye.
神は世界を創造しおつぐすぐセブリークが受けた痛みのすべて必ずやその血であがなってもらう。